All right, Aquarius, we're just going to get a very general overview from Moonology about what this reading, something that's important in this reading. Wow, okay. We've got 2 full moons. Conclusions are within reach. Full moon eclipse. So that is a lunar eclipse on a full moon. And I believe the next one is March 14 of 2025. And we have full moon in Virgo. You are good enough. Just a minute now. Oh my goodness. You're not going to believe this. So, as you know, so full moon in Virgo actually occurs in the sign that is opposite to Virgo. So that will occur, for 2025, that will occur in Pisces season. Now, the moon will appear to be full on the night of Sunday, March 13, right through to Tuesday, March 15 of 2025. Now, this, I believe, occurs on March 14. Holy moly. Let me just make sure I'm right about that. One sec. This is crazy. Have a look at this. March 13 to 14 of 2025, there will be a total lunar eclipse called the blood moon. But we've got 2 cards that refer to the exact same day. So this is pretty remarkable, Aquarius. There could be something amazing, pretty awesome coming in for you around March 13, 14, or 15, 2025. I know it's kind of a long way away, or it may simply have to do with the Pisces. But this is pretty significant. I'm just going to run this one more time. So I'm just going to confirm that the full moon in Virgo is during this time period for 2025, uno segundo, same time period, March 14, 2025. The moon it is in the constellation of Virgo. Wow. Okay. Now, just in case you're not satisfied, do you see this? Full moon in Virgo. Do you see that? And it is March 14, 2025, and that is a full lunar eclipse. Whoa. Okay, all right. I mean, that is, the chances of this happening is about, perhaps 1 in 365, 2 cards that refer to the exact same day in 365 days. What is significant about this time period? What are we allowed to know? Well, it's passion. Okay, there's 2 that popped out. All right, turn your fear of change into excitement for change. Sacral chakra, trust. Trust your intuition. It is in contact with a higher source of knowledge. 3rd eye chakra. Well, something wonderful. And look at the passion there. All right. Well, and I suppose things to remember. You are good enough. That's either, you needing to understand, or another person needing to understand that they are good enough. This is incredible. So with a lunar eclipse, okay, this is crazy. With the chakra cards, I should have left them out. So we had trust. Your intuition, right, is in contact with a higher. And we also had, we had turn your fear of change into excitement for change. But we also have you are good enough. So the energies around this lunar eclipse have to do with being more tolerant and accepting imperfections and to trust life and let it run its own way. All right, well, let's not analyze it too much. Let's just go toward the reading. That's pretty incredible, Aqua. Okay, all right. Okay, here we go. Okay, so we're going to switch between a couple of different decks, I think, during this reading. What is relevant for Aquarius? Show us where, in 3, please. Where do we start here for Aquarius? Show us what this reading is about. Ooh, cards are starting to fight with me. One more. Show us what this reading is about, please. Show us. Besides that. Okay, here we go. Okay. We have Moon in Libra and Jupiter in Leo. I think this is about you being very discerning. The Six of Wands, we don't talk about this card enough, but clearly it's about victory. Notice, though, that person, the person who's riding the white horse, and the white horse is supposed to represent purity. Notice a couple of things about that person. There is a very extravagant green velvet blanket covering the whole, almost the whole horse. We can only see the horse's head. The man is holding, this wand, which has a victory on top, but his victory really has a lot to do with the adoring crowd. If you took that crowd away, if you couldn't see the crowd, it would just be that person on a horse. So perhaps, the idea of the Six of Wands is that we have to look beyond here. We can't get too caught up. And that man sometimes can be very pompous. Without that adoring crowd, what is that person? Is that extravagant, green blanket and the extravagant, red cloak that he's wearing, and the 2 laurel wreaths, would they really be there if it weren't for all of the support and the adoration of those people? What this person is doing, and notice that this person is all in white. White. They are using their inner vision to find the truth, and they are deliberately subtracting what their eyes, what they're seeing. So put very simply, this could just be you wanting to know the real person, wanting, to see what's inside that person. Are they just what are they like without all that support and adoration? Does this person need to have a good reputation? What happens when all these people turn on that person? Do they crumble, or do they still have that pride within? So, to this person, they may be just riding on a reputation or on something that really isn't real. It's superficial. It could be. And by the way, both of these characters could be you not wanting to be fake, not wanting to let something go to your head. Your real strength is your inner vision. So perhaps if these are both you, people may think that, it's the Aquarius show, but they may not see that the depth that you have. This combination can come up for someone who is really physically attractive, and it actually works against them because people assume that they're a dodo head, a dumb, a mimbo, or, a bimbo, when it's really terribly unfair. There's a song by Ani DeFranco called 32 Flavors, and one of the lyrics says, God help you if you are an ugly girl, because too pretty is also your doom, because everyone harbors a secret hatred for the prettiest girl in the room. Anyway, you get the idea. She says, and I'm beyond your peripheral vision, so you might want to turn your head, because someday you're going to get hungry and eat all of the words that you just said. She also says, I'm not between you and your ambition. So there could be somebody who thinks that because you don't fall into this, adoring crowd, that you don't see their worth. Anyway, let's keep going. Very fascinating. I'll put the link to that song in the description box. Yeah, I think that's a good song to demonstrate this. She says, I am nobody, but I am someone. Geez, I just realized another part of that song. She says, I never tried to give my life meaning by demeaning you. I would like to state for the record, I did everything I could do. Maybe this person, got some victory by putting you down or something. Anyway, let's keep going. Show us more, please. Show us more, please. I feel like I'm missing a card. Yeah, we're going to have to clarify this. Seven of Cups, that can be a tricky card. I'm gonna reach for the new deck and try to clarify this. I feel like that's the person on the horse. And notice how that he's looking over, or she, wondering something about this. May I please see? They may be wondering what you think of them. What is that? Emperor. Thinking and Queen of Pentacles and Strength. Yeah. Well, they know your worth, that's for sure. Yeah, in this deck, the Queen of Pentacles is very close to nature. She fosters birth and invention. She's well-grounded, spiritually fertile and close to nature. She has, they call it primordial wisdom, closely tied with the spirit of the soil. And of course, the Strength card in this deck is closely associated with the idea of justice. There is a deep moral force and conviction, as well as courage, to this energy here. It's a noble energy. And it's a spiritual energy, firm and true. All right, let's keep going. Let's keep going. I feel like you don't need to show off. This person is aware of that. They don't know what to make of you in the Seven of Cups. Show me more, please. They're distracted by glitter. Yeah. Wow. Oh, Aquarius, this is so beautiful. Whoa. So I think the idea here is, with the Ten of Cups, there are no wands, there are no pentacles, there are no swords. It's almost, it is completely, it's not a physical thing. It's inner emotional bliss and contentment, enjoying the bliss of life. But it comes from within. The cups are overhead. Paired with the Fool here, it's pretty powerful. One thing about the Fool is that the Fool does not worry or care about what other people think at all. The Fool, rides on instinct. The Fool is not constrained by anything societal. They don't care about what the average person does or what the average person is doing. The Fool is often, it's like somebody who could be considered a fool in their lifetime, but after they die, they are revered because they're considered to be a genius. This person is extremely intelligent, and their intelligence can be so mind-blowing that most people can't understand the Fool. I think that the way that you make this person feel it's like this Kundalini energy. There's something very freeing about your energy. They are aware of this. Perhaps they are feeling, your person could be the emperor, who we saw a moment ago. Perhaps they are feeling very constrained themselves. Anyway, let's keep going. Show me more, please. Show us more. It's over here. Yeah, they're kind of stuck. Aww. Could be dealing with a Taurus or somebody who's very kind of stuck in their ways. Somebody who moves very slowly and they're afraid to take a risk. Not afraid to take a risk, but they just won't take a risk. This can be somebody who moves so slowly toward commitment that literally someone could be waiting forever. There's, moss growing out of that person's helmet. All right. So somebody may not be moving toward you, even though they are certain that you're the one. Something could be stuck here. Someone could be stuck. This could easily be, you may be very different from your person. I mean, there could be somebody here who doesn't feel secure unless they have a lot of, pentacles. That they may want, perhaps their feeling of security and stability depends a lot on being grounded financially. This could be slowing something down. And then over here, we have the exact opposite. We have a complete and total feeling of happiness and security that is, it's there because it's based on love, and someone is very emotionally content. So it doesn't matter what circumstances this person is in. The source of this security and happiness comes from within. So, this could be a dichotomy between you and your person, or you and someone else. Show me a little bit more, please. There's a card there that wants to. Interesting. Yeah, somebody's in a snit there. In the Strength card, which came up a moment ago in the other deck, we have someone who, the lion, for example, could represent physical force or physical things, or, the need to exert some kind of, it can actually, this card can actually be somebody who is so spiritual that they're not tempted by anything material. So what could be happening here is that you're not tempted in any way or affected by any kind of material power. Notice how this person is focused on material cups that are on the ground, grounded. They're missing the spiritual cup. They're in a snit, and they're very, very focused on this material, earthly world. There's something, so I'm now going to switch the question to how this person is feeling about you, because it's almost like there's nothing, no amount of pentacles or money or material things that they can't over affect you or rule over you or control you by anything that's in the material world. Yeah, I think we're right. There's you. There's your person getting very agitated. Somebody is really triggered. They're looking at somebody over here who really doesn't have, there's nothing material there. There's subconscious memories there in the backpack. However, the Fool, as you know, is the most powerful card in that deck. Years ago, when the Fool was the Joker, it was checkmate. The people feared that card coming up, and it's the Fool is spiritually aligned, probably a heck of a lot more courageous than this person. Somebody is just blown away by you, but they're triggered at the same time. Why look at the fist forming there? Why is this King of Wands triggered by Aquarius? Why is this there's 3 coming up. Yeah, because you're not, because you've got their number. So I feel like this is you. And that's you being extremely aware and very intelligent. Probably because so what you're looking at here is someone who missed an opportunity, missed, the spiritual cup, and that person is unhappy. So you are well aware. So I feel like this is the wisdom of the Fool. However you conducted yourself, or whatever, ideology you applied to your life, and maybe there was none, maybe it was just, I'll live in the present moment and just travel lightly. What they're upset about is that you are well aware that they are unhappy. They're absolutely, completely depressed over there. And they're bored with ordinary cups as well. They're also in a bit of a snit. It's that cup, that spiritual cup, maybe you may still be offering it, but you will not become one of these cups. You're just going to wait and see if that person wakes up and takes the spiritual cup. So, you're not going to bend and become like them. And they're depressed. Why would you? Maybe they want you to be depressed like they are. This person is, they are in awe. Ooh, okay. Whoa. All right. So I believe there was a point in time there with the Wheel of Fortune, a specific point in time where something changed. We've got a lot of cycles going on here with the 8 of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune. Now, there's a couple of things that may have happened. You may have walked away. They may have walked away. But what's happened here is somebody may have had to, or is witnessing you right now on some kind of a spiritual journey. They could be upset that you unexpectedly walked away or moved on. They could be upset that you continued to move on or move forward when they walked away from you. There's something here that was unexpected, and it has to do with somebody taking a drop and moving forward for the sake of a spiritual quest. I also feel that somebody is in a state of deep loss over you. What they may be upset about is that they're looking back and realizing, I haven't been happy since I've been with Aquarius. This was a loss. Now, there's another meaning to this pair here can also suggest that spiritual enlightenment and monetary gains they're not. They don't have to be mutually exclusive. They're perhaps somehow you have gained financially, even though you walked away from something, and perhaps you are gaining financially, even though you embarked on a spiritual quest. They are pissed off about all of the above. It's something like that. Show me how this person is thinking and feeling, please. Show me how this person is thinking and feeling. Yeah, here we talk about the cycles that need to be closed out. Boy, are they ever stubborn. They're finding it there's something that they're finding very difficult. So they may have caused you a lot of difficulty. You may have had to walk away from them because they were so stubborn, or they were a bully or something like that. But what they're feeling here, though, it's almost like they may be trying to force you to come back or to return. There's something, there may be a cycle that they need to close out. They could be, if they married someone else, they may be finding it very difficult to walk away. They may be finding it very difficult to admit an error that they made. This person is stubborn. They're literally, they've got their head down. They're blocking everything. They're neurotic. It's like they want to, they've got to finish something. They're making something very difficult for themselves here. How is this person thinking and feeling, or they're denying loss? There's 3 coming out. Oh, wow. Yeah. Oh boy. Okay. Well, I know what the cycle is that has to be closed out. These 2 cards are very important back to back here. Okay. So first of all, one of the things that may have happened is that this person may have committed to somebody else because of money, or because someone forced them to, or because they were less intimidated by them, or simply because they thought they could control this other person. But the bottom line is, this person is now feeling absolutely smothered and in a trap. What they're passionate about is you. They would like to break out of those restrictions and be free and be happy with you. But over here, there's something or someone that's dragging them down. That's their home that they're going back to. And very often this person is building up material stuff. This is either them being trapped or someone who has them trapped. Look at the big castle in the background. So, maybe they got involved with somebody else out of, because of logic or materialism, or because they were forced to, or they were just very stubborn. They refused to look at things in another way. I feel like what has caused this person great difficulty is their mind. So they may have felt very insecure about just focusing on love and being happy. Over here, it's Jupiter in Gemini, so Lord of shortened force. The mind has gotten out of control here. The mind is full of worries and apprehension and confusion and stress and a feeling of insecurity. The mind has taken over completely, and it's bogging them down. They may have felt insecure about about being with someone that they were in love with. They may have literally felt so insecure about feeling like that and then losing it, that they just stuck to whatever the regular routine was here. But their mind, the insecurities and this running negative dialogue in their head it's made life unbearable. I mean, does this look? So their mind is out of control, and they're feeling burdened and weighed down, like they could collapse, exhausted. There's absolutely no happiness here whatsoever. Life is a total ball of stress and a drag over there. Contrast that with this feeling. Now, I'm going to ask why this happened here. By the way, remember that time period that came out at the beginning of the reading, March 14 and 15? Guess what period that is? It's the 3rd decan of Pisces. This is the 3rd decan of Pisces. So maybe, just maybe, and there's Sagittarius energy and Gemini energy. maybe they're going to break out of these restrictions. Let's see more. What else are we allowed to know? What else is Aquarius allowed to know? Oh, there's a lot coming up here. Oh, wow. Okay. All right. That Ten of Swords is what we want to do to the Ten of Wands. Maybe they're going to walk away from those restrictions. Okay, I asked, what else are we allowed to know? Do we not have a lunar eclipse there? We do. Some kind of new change that's coming in here. That is a final ending. The end of illusions. And over here is a victory. You know what? Perhaps what was imprisoning this person was what other people think. Maybe they thought they needed the support of their family. Maybe that's why they won't walk away from these restrictions, or that person. This looks amazing. Show me a little bit more. I do think that this is indicating an ending to that difficulty, the dawn of a new, it is. Aquarius, I also think this is a hint here that with your mind, you can manifest this. If you're dealing with a Gemini or a Virgo or a Libra, this is really good news. Someone is taking action. Someone is going to manifest. Someone is not focused on material things here. This is pretty incredible. So I feel like the message here is that the choice is yours. You understand how things manifest. You understand that everything you think or visualize through concentration can be yours. You can create your own universe. And I also believe that this person is going to get the motivation and spark to take action and manifest this. I just think that the message here is everything that you want is available to you. The choice is yours. And use your visualization. All right. You can see a complete and utter transformation in somebody. You have the power to create anything or bring anything you want into reality. All right. I feel like this person is feeling this spark, and maybe you can, call in this person, start the spark inside them by using your mental fortitude here. All right, now let us get a final message here from Spirit, okay? Can we have one? Yes, we can. We've got two. Your smile illuminates my soul. It makes me feel whole. There is no part of me that your love cannot fill. 10 of Cups. From the first moment we met, I am forever grateful, and I count my blessings each day. Beloved Jewel. Now, I think this is about what this person has to do. Because remember how they were, sort of pumped up or propped up by others. In order for you to heal your relationship with another, you must first heal the relationship you have with yourself. Forgive yourself, accept yourself, love yourself. And I feel like that's what this person is going to be doing. Aquarius, that was quite amazing. Let me know if it resonated, and thank you for watching. If you are thinking about purchasing any jewelry for yourself or for others for Christmas or birthday or other occasions, I hope that you will consider buying gemstones. For example, amethyst, jasper, rose quartz, that type of thing. Because, as you know, I am a great lover of sea otters. And I have teamed up with a beautiful organization called OTTER SPIRIT. And we have just managed to raise, well, OTTER SPIRIT has in last month, $1,000 just from 1 month of their sales in August to donate directly to the Monterey Sea Otter Rescue Program. But these are the same sea otters that go all down the Pacific coast, starting from all the yacht clubs in Vancouver, and they're absolutely so adorable. The last time I was in Vancouver, I noticed that there were mother otters. Everyone was telling me about it. They were wrapping up their babies in kelp and hoisting them up and putting them on the decks of all the rich yacht owners, who very respectfully did not move their yachts until the mother came back after she finished hunting. They're absolutely adorable. Anyway, I am going to give you my discount code for you. Actually, there is one link that you can use. And if you go to OTTER SPIRIT using one link, you will already have the discount code built in. But if you need it, is capital AMABELLA and then the number 20, Amabella 20. Please have a look in the description box below just to copy it down just in case. Thanks so much, guys.